Yes, it's another. It's one of those videos about 100 watts solar panel kit from Harbor Freight. And I've seen a whole bunch of them. I'm new to all of this. I figured let's give it a shot. This equipment, I bought it last year. I bought the panels, one battery, and the inverter. And it's sat in my closet here in the garage for a whole year. I decided to take it out now and start running tests. So first, let me just give you a quick view of what I did. I'm using, on the batteries itself, I made those cables out of, I went to an auto parts shop and bought 4-gauge battery cables, and I cut them to size, what I thought was right. They're under a foot, that's for sure, and paralleled them. So according to the Harbor Freight batteries that are 12 volts 35 watts, with 4 of them I could get up to 140 amps, and obviously you could only use about half of that when you calculate and do your thing. But from there, the inverter itself, it's one of those Jupiter 750 watts, and I use what I had available. This is 8 gauge. So as you can see, the terminals, the 8 gauge goes just to the Jupiter. That's all I'm running. And there's the positive back there. But I think I did a pretty good job with the cables, joining them, soldering them, and crimping them. So that's where that's at. So today, what I'm trying to figure out to see if those excuse me, if those panels really do work like many people have said. I started this at 2 o'clock to put on the fan, and right now it is 2:25. So what I did, I cranked the fan up at 1, just the first one, the lightest one. And back here it says 120 volts and 2.9 amps. So when you do the math, it's about 40 something odd watts, plus or minus. So when you go here and you look at the gauges, you could see there, right now it's 12.6. 12, okay, I heard a beep. There's 12.49, and the fan on this just turned on. And the controller, 12.6. And I see there is some reduction in the graph of the battery. So that's telling me that, yeah, this thing is doing its job. My plan now is to connect the solar panels and see if there's a difference. I was gonna wait until 2:30, which it gives me about half hour, but it's 2:26 right now, and I want to see if these solar panels do their thing. So here I go. Hopefully nothing blows up on me. There. Okay, the fan stopped over here, but I don't think that has anything to do with it. The fan was doing its job, probably cooling this down, but as I touch all the cables, nothing is hot. You do feel this a little warm. I'm sorry. You do touch it and it feels a little warm, but nothing alarming. I mean, I have my hand right there. Oh, I know what that beep was. It's this. I guess it's one of those where it goes for a while and then it stops. Let's see now, back up to 12.73. So yes, the solar panels apparently are doing their thing. Let me push a button or two here and see what do I see. As far as I understand it, it's pulling in 14.4 volts from the panels out there. That 13.8 is probably what I currently have because of what's going on. I'm still learning this portion here. I know that is where the setting to where it stops charging, or it's telling you this is done, where we're not playing anymore. So that to me makes sense to where we currently are as far as voltage, juice in the battery. So that's where I'm at. That's 13.1. Here is 12.7. Here is 12.7. It was down to almost 12.5. So I'm pretty sure if I turn off the fan, things will change. There's that. Sure enough, 12.9, almost 12.9, 13.3. So yeah, it's showing that it's drawing, but I guess now the part of the this trial and error phase is to just see if these panels will do its job, what they say. So there you go. That's what I did. Let me see if I forgot to mention the cables back there. I made it. They're 4 gauge. All of that is 4 gauge. And the wires to the Jupiter is 2 gauge. I mean, I'm sorry, I take that back. It's 8. I would like to put 2 gauge on everything, but this is what I had. So there you go. I hope it helps.